we're going to go to 60.
But
right?
if we go to 60, you need about $100 to $112 to do that. Could probably start it at 115 if you wanted.
Okay.
You can do it at 100. It'll round you up to full $1 bids, but you could do it at 115.
Well, why don't you do it at 120 or 125?
Do we want to bank anybody's?
Oh, well, I mean, if we do it at 100, then we banked $50. Then we've already fortified at 50, and it'll round us up to $1, so that's fine. So put $97. So 97. Put 97 cents in here, round us up to $1. So we're going to start with $100. We're going to be fortifying with like $40 or $50 basically. Let's just start with 100.
And it's 0097.
I got that in there. And then you want 12 wins?
Yeah, we're going to try to knock out 12 a night. I think we can do it.
11 is 8.5. 10 is 7.76.
Okay, so to get 8, we only need how many?
Well, you need 11 to get 8.5%.
Okay.
10 gives you 7.75%. So,
which is actually a bigger percent than what we've been doing with 3 wins at 5%, right?
Yeah, 5.25%.
All right. Well, if we bump that to 12, though, I think this is a pretty massive plan in 30 days.
9.3%. Yeah.
So
we were almost there.
Yeah. So tell us where we're headed with this. Where are we starting? Where are we going?
At 9%, 12, we got 6 deep. We can go 6 deep. I'll delete this because that was irrelevant. So by day 30, we're making $100 a day. By day 45, we're making $500 a day. That's $170,000 a year. By day 60, you're making $650,000 a year. Dude, this gets high. Your first bid amount is $185. So you get to $1,000 bids by day 80, and you're making 3.5 mil. So let's not focus on those ginormous numbers. Let's focus on getting today. Let's get to $100,000, which would be $300 a day, which is at day 40.
Okay, 40 days.
Yeah, at 40 days. So you're talking 40 days. You're at $100,000. It's 40 days. You're making $275 a day, basically $2,000 a week, and you could stop there and actually, bro, you're only at, oh my gosh, this is a great plan. You're only at $3,200 in your trading account.
Wow.
And that's because your bid amount's only $31. So I mean, yeah. Right.
So you're still at a relatively low trading amount.
Yeah. So in other words, you could fortify pretty easily. Like, if you get to day 45.
When could we fortify this? How soon into the plan, if we wanted to, bank $100, how far could we go before we?
Oh, fortify to our 100?
Yeah.
Well, at day 10, you're at $223. So you could just drop back to day 1 again and start over.
Okay, at day 10.
And then you would be fortified at half. And then I think you'd have to do what we said. We go up 15. No, we go up 10.
Move back 5.
Go back 5. Go up 10. Go back 5. If you kept doing that, then you would be fortifying yourself and, well before day 90. Because day 90, you're making $10 million a year.
Wait, day 90?
Yeah. Day 90,
yeah,
you're making
that's kind of like impractical. What are the trades on that?
The trade starts at $2,500. So it's too much for this platform. Doable. So you're talking like you're making $1,000 trades by day 80.
So where can we reasonably top off in this plan to where
I'd say
what we could manage
60,
for a daily thing sustainable for long term?
You're talking day 60. Your starting trade is 185.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then
what is that
trade 6 is $10,000.
Oh wow! So that even that is kind of impractical.
Right. Let's go back to more practical. Let's go back to 100. Let's just go back to 100,000 a year. Let's just go back to that plan. So in this plan alone, pulling out 100,000 a year, your first trade is going to be only $28.
Yeah.
And your sixth trade would be $1,600. So you could make 2 $800 trades if you had to. And what is that day? What did I say? It was day 45? No, it was day number, yeah, day 39. So it's day 40, man. It's 40 days. It's like 40 days. 40 days in the desert. 40 days would be about you could top out. You could top out. You could go to day, like, you could start making $100 bids at day 50. You're making $350,000 a year. You're making $100 bids. Your sixth bid's going to be $6,000 though, so you're going to have to hit the button 6 times.
Yeah, which is not practical. I don't think because you lose position when you do that. So.
You do, and you know how many times can you hit the mouse? Like click, 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 click. What if you hit it 7 times?
Right.
So I think that $50 bids is probably about your top out on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what $50 bids puts you by. Yeah, that gives you a $3,000 top. Last bid's $3,000. You're making $50 bids. You're at day 45, and your trading account has $5,000 in it, which is actually pretty
and
good.
And your daily winnings is what?
$500.
Five even or
468.
468. What's your weekly?
3,277.
And your yearly?
170,000.
Okay.
I mean, I'd be happy stopping at day. I'd be happy stopping.
And
at
if you're like me and you have a spouse that's also got an account following this, that's double. So that's well over 300,000 a year. I think you'd be okay doing that.
Yeah, you'd be making well over $300K in an hour a night.
Yeah, yeah.
But we got to get there, and we've got to get there. It won't be 45 days from now, because if we're going to fortify it, it's going to add some time.
It's going to add some time, yeah.
And I can calculate that right now. Let's calculate the days. I'm going to calculate it just for fun on the podcast. We got one, so we're going to go to day 10 first. So we got 10 days to do our first fortification. Then we're going back to 1. And then we're going to go up to day 10, and then we're going to go back to 5. Then we're going to go up to 15. Then we're going to go back to 10. And then we're going to go up to 20. And then we're going to go back to 15. We're going to go up to 25. We go back to 20. I'm going to go up to, 30? This is kind of hard to think of, 30. Then we're going to go back to 25. And then we're going to go 25 to 35. And then we're going to go back, to 30? And then we're going to go to day 40. So it's hard for me to calculate how long this would take, because you're going to have 10 days here.
Yeah. It sounds complicated.
Yeah, they're back. You have 10 days here. Oh, no, then you have 10 days here. Drop back here, and then you have 10 days to get here. Drop back here, you have 10 days to get here. Drop back to here. 10 days to get here. Drop back to here. 10 days to get here. Drop back to here. 10 days to get here. So every time you do it, you're just dropping back 10 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 80 days. So 80 days to get to day 40. So the math on this is it takes you, if you're trying to get to
twice
day 40,
as long.
It's going to take you twice as long, because every 10 days you're going to drop back 5, then go 10, drop back 5, go 10, drop back 5. So it's twice
However,
as long.
when you get there, you've got, if you never lose, okay, if you never blow 6 trades, then when you get there, your account will be double of what it is on day 45. What is like 3,000, so you'd have like $6,000 in your account,
no,
right?
it would be 5,000. No, I'm sorry. It would be 3,200. So you would have, 6,400. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you stop at day 40, you're making $300 a day every single day. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which is 100,000 a year. And if you ever blew your 6th bid, you would just start over. You would actually, now you would have 3,200 in your account. You'd have to drop back to half. You'd have to drop back to day 32. Mm-hmm. You'd be only making 50,000 a year. It would cut your income in half for about a week or two. You know,
How would
That's
you
all.
survive for that whole week?
that whole next 10 days, you would have only half of your income until you built it back up and fortified again, and then you'd be fine. So, yeah, because you're already making like your daily income would drop from like on that day you're at like 200. What's that? You're making like 300 a day, and if you got dropped back to where you had to go to like 1700, you would only be making 160 a day. So it's going to drop you back to like half.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to go back up to 30. You're going to have to go back up to 40, drop back to 35, and then back up to 40. So you're going to have to go like another 15 days. Kind of, you can still take income, but you've got to, you can still take income. You would just be taking about half of the income for 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty brilliant, dude. If this works,
thank you. I appreciate it. It was my idea. I'll take credit for it.
This is pretty brilliant, man. I mean, it takes you twice as long to get there, but you have the money in your account. The other option is, and we're not going to do this, I think we should just be patient and fortify.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could just go all the way to day 40, and then that day 40 you
have
could just,
one bad day and blow it all.
Right. You could get to day 39 and blow everything. You'd have to go back to day 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the fortification
we don't want that because we know what it's like to build up from like $300 to $1,800 and then lose it all in one day. That's happened. It's not fun. So if we just take our time, we do this the right way, then we will get there and we'll be secure when we do.
And you think 12 is enough? I mean, 12 is 9 point,
Well, how many you want to do?
I don't know. 10 or 12 is fine with me.
I mean, we got to be practical about it. We got to be realistic, but tonight we were kind of looking for trades, but we did 9 in the amount of time that we normally do. So, and we were also kind of refining the strategy as we went and playing around a bit. So if we were being serious, I mean,
if we found a good trend, we would already have our 12.
Yeah, I think 12 could be pretty easy. And I guess, kick that up to 13 and see, because I know adding 1 changes everything in this somehow.
Well, at 1, you get to 100,000 by day 36 instead of by day 40. Not a lot. But here's my thing, dude. Let's say we are on our 10th win and we find a big long down and we win 6 more. Mm-hmm. I'm fine with that.
Should you win them at that level or should you jump to the next level?
I'd say just jump to the next level,
Mm-hmm.
Or just keep winning them. Yeah, but you could jump to the next level. Yeah, but what I'm saying is, in this method, it's possible that we could get to like a 9th win and then find this big downtrend and just stay in it for another 15 wins, honestly. I mean,
right, yeah,
that's how this trend pushing is going to work. One night I won 37 bids,
Yeah.
So we could get to where we are just in a nice little 8-win streak, and then we find another win, and it's another 15 or 18 wins. So we could clear out a couple levels. Or we could use that money to fortify that night. The extra wins could just go into like a fortification bank. It doesn't really matter. I think we should climb levels. I think we should, if we get our 12 wins, just pop up to the next level, and the same episode just keep going. Because the quicker we get to day 45, the quicker we can start taking income.
Correct. And that's the idea.
You're looking at a couple months where you're just going to be cranking out wins, growing your account. Now, if you have money in your bank and you could just walk into this plan and drop $5,000 out of your bank account right into pocket option and just start trading, you could start at day 45.
But that's also not the point. The point is we want to make sure that this is something we could do every day.
Right. The point is you do that, you might win 3 days and then you might lose all your money. So we're trying to do this. It's actually a process.
It's a process.
10 months of testing and trading and training and theorizing. Now we're putting it to the test. But if we just dropped $5,000 in there, hey, who knows? Maybe we make 10 days we do really great, and you'd have your $5,000 back, and then you could keep going. So if you have a lot of money, you want to stick it in there, just get the chart, start on day 45, put $10,000 at $5,000 or $6,000 in there, and start making $300 a day off your money. So you're growing your money by 10% every day.